Sable Island is such an important place to me, and recently I went back. I thought this was a bucket list, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but last year, Geordie from Picture Perfect Tours invited me to teach a drawing workshop. And if you don't know where Sable Island is, it is a long, thin island. It's about 42 kilometers long and 1.5 kilometers wide, so it's this thin little smile out in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Nova Scotia. It takes about an hour to get there by plane or helicopter, and nobody lives there. It's now a national park. It's a protected place. There's about 500 wild horses that live there. It's the largest gray seal colony in the Atlantic Ocean. If someone asks me, how was your trip to Sable Island? I want to say, well, do you have 3 hours? Because I can't say it in a sentence. It's so hard to talk about when you feel so passionate and inspired about one day that you spent somewhere. I have done drawing workshops before, but I've never taught one on an island like this. 8 of us traveled to Sable Island together. So there was me and Geordie, and there were the 3 drawing class participants. There were 2 folks from CBC, Rob and Natalie, who came to gather some content on Sable for some of their projects. We traveled by helicopter and we left from Halifax Airport. It was a really exciting morning. There had been a lot of fog, so I know I was a little nervous driving into the airport that we might not be able to leave, but it burned off really quickly. I had never been in a helicopter before, so that was an exciting experience, and I have to say, I really loved it. I liked that we all had the headsets on so we could talk to each other. It was a really fun time. While we were in the helicopter, I took out my little sketchbook and I started to do some sketching. On my first trip to Sable Island, I was so nervous. I had never been in a little plane like that. To kind of soothe my nerves, I remember drawing the interior of the plane. And this whole idea about making memories through drawing, I remember all the details of that plane trip so much that I decided to do the same thing on the helicopter. We watched Sable Island come into view, and it was just so exciting. There was so much excitement when the helicopter landed on Sable. Everybody was smiles and laughing, and we all hugged each other, and it was just such a wonderful feeling to have arrived. We were all pretty keen to get out there and start hiking and drawing and see what we can see. We walked a short distance to one side of the island to the beach, and there were some dunes there. So I had everyone sit and just kind of settle in and try to do some sketching of the dunes, just as a way to kind of calm ourselves from all of that excitement of the helicopter ride and landing on Sable Island. So from that point, Geordie led us to a little pond that was really close by. So we climbed up the dunes and over to this pond, and there were 3 horses just seated together by the water, and it's almost like Geordie had called ahead and arranged this beautiful composition of the horses. They were so calm and so just ready to be drawn, and all four of us just got to work. So we all found a spot to sit and everyone got their supplies out and started working. It felt really good to make this first drawing. It felt like we had achieved something. We did what we set out to do, which was to travel to Sable Island and paint or draw. From there, Geordie led us along the beach. While we were crossing the sand, we got to chat with each other and get to know each other a little bit. I had met everybody in the private drawing class, but they didn't know each other yet. At the next pond, it was magical. There were, I don't know, at least 50 horses just roaming around and resting and drinking. And it was so interesting to see them in this great number because you could really see the different families and the different male horses that were on their own, and you could watch them interact. We saw a couple of them almost fight with each other. There was a lot of movement here, but there still was just so much interest that we all stopped here to make another drawing. This was probably the highlight of my day. I hadn't seen that many horses the last time I went to Sable. I had seen maybe 10 in total. And this was just a tremendous experience to watch all of these wild horses together at this pond. And I love the little sketch that I made here because I feel that it has some of that energy that I was witnessing. I believe that drawing from life creates an experience inside of me that allows me to make all of my other work and write in my studio. When I'm out walking in nature and painting by the sea and looking at my subjects in real life where they are, I can sit and draw them quietly. And when I'm doing that, the rest of my senses are recording everything that's happening. After our time at the pond, we made our way to the other beach on the other side of the island. And Geordie encouraged us to go this way because we hadn't actually spent much time with the seals yet. And on the way, Geordie stopped and showed us a piece of a shipwreck. So we saw the mast of a ship with a chain, and we saw some other artifacts that are left over from when humans used to live on Sable Island. So there was this broken piece of china and this strange purple glass. At first it looked like a teacup, but it really was almost like a small pitcher or maybe a gravy boat. I loved this beautiful pattern on it, and I took a bunch of photos. And when I came home to the studio, I made my own pattern inspired by the one that I saw on that broken piece of pottery. Another thing we saw on our walk to the other beach was piles of horse bones. We saw a whale vertebrae, we saw more seal skulls, And it's just so interesting to see the full life cycle of something in a place in this way. I haven't been to many places where you can see this. Down on the beach, I became so emotional. I had tears I was holding back the whole time. I've still been using that first experience on Sable Island to inspire the work that I've been making all this time. So it's almost like I walked into one of my own paintings or onto the pages of one of my books. The seals were so curious, and it was thrilling that they weren't running from us. So there was groups of them laid out on the beach, and normally when they see you, they'll skitter down into the water. But from where we were sitting, I think they felt safe enough to just be okay with us there. Natalie was there gathering some sights and sounds for a documentary she was working on about fog. And she asked me a lot of questions about Sable Island and my first experience. And I have to say, this was one of the most surreal things for me, to be giving an interview with this backdrop behind me. And I'm so grateful that Rob snapped this photo, because I think I will remember this moment forever. So Geordie decided to make us climb a dune so we could see Sable Island from a height, so we could look down and kind of see the great expanse of all of the landscape that we had just walked across. At this point, I think our bodies were giving in, and they're saying, you can't draw anymore, you're hungry, you're thirsty, you have to rest. None of us had eaten lunch at all. We just wanted to keep walking and drawing as much as we could. So at this point in the day, we decided to make the trek back to the main station and grab a bite to eat. Geordie, being Geordie, had so many stories on the way back. He filled us in on all kinds of tidbits and things he had learned from his experiences there. He is a wealth of information, and I can't recommend his tour enough.
It was great.
I was thinking of you.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm an artist, so I was a waitress.
Helicopter ride was just as fun as the way there. We were all laughing and talking on the headsets, and the sun was going down, the light was beautiful, and the scenery that we could see from the helicopter was incredible. Some people saw whales, and I just kept drawing. I wasn't done yet. I was trying to get all of those images down as much as I could. When I went home, I had carved out a week of time because I knew that I would want to keep working on this material as soon as I got home, because I feel like although I have the memory to work from, all the details are right in my hands because I was just there and just drawing this place, and that fades over time. And I really prefer to work from that feeling in my hands as opposed to the photographs and the memories. So I just worked for a week straight, painting and drawing everything I could. I made so many images, and I'm so proud of the work that I have made. I know I'm going to keep painting from this experience for a long time to come, and I'm so happy that I was able to share some of the story with you now. Thank you so much for watching this video and listening to my Sable Island adventure. If you could please like and subscribe, that will help me keep making more videos and sharing my art with you. Please check the links below. I have linked Geordie's tour as well as my picture books that were inspired by Sable Island, and my website where you can see my collection of prints about this beautiful wild place.